We recently purchased this new aftermarket pump from one of our competitors. When we were putting it through its rigorous testing cycle, its performance was underwhelming. We decided to go into this pump to discover what might be the cause, and we were shocked by what we found. We're shooting this video so we can share our experiences and help others understand what you might face when dealing with non-Brikers aftermarket components. When we received this component, it was packaged nicely, it was in a nice crate, the paint was well done, it looked as if it was brand new. The first thing we took a look at was our regulators. As you can see from the outside, the paint was well done, they were well marked, and they looked brand new. We were surprised once we got them off and we discovered discoloration, wear, and contamination on the inside. This was just the beginning of what we were about to find in the disassembly process. Next, we removed the head off of this pump, and we were not that surprised to find even more contamination and wear. Our actuators are covered in contamination and discoloration from exposure to water, and we saw the beginning signs of wear in our saddles. It's not something that you normally see in a brand new pump. Next, we pulled the barrels, the valve plates, and the pistons to get a better idea of the contamination that we might find inside these components. As you can see, we have significant scoring and wearing on the surfaces where the valve plate mates to the barrels, as well as on the valve plates themselves. We also see signs of cavitation on the heads of the pistons, indicating a well-used pump. This is definitely not a new aftermarket pump. The contamination continues well into the inside of our case and even down into our main bearings on both shafts. You may be saying to yourself that those components didn't really look that bad, or they might even be reusable or rebuildable. This was a new aftermarket pump. When we went into the gear case, we were shocked to find even more rust, dirt, contamination. Our bearings are unusable. This pump is unusable. This would have been an imminent failure had we put it on any kind of a machine. The next bearing is even worse than the first one. Dust, dirt, contamination, rust, unacceptable. Even our pilot pump is showing signs of wear on the splines of the shaft. This pilot pump is also well used, nothing as it was advertised. Even our drive gear is showing signs of contamination and rust on the splines and on the tooth contact pattern. When it comes to aftermarket components, choosing the right source makes all the difference. And that's why at Brikers, every aftermarket part that we offer is thoroughly inspected and tested to ensure it meets our uncompromising quality standards. See the test, trust the part.